Here's the view to the right of the big house. You sit out here, it's just like constant flow of water, but very soft, very subtle. So nice. And here's the house here. Like a Georgian look to me. It's funny, they paint the trim, you leave all the pieces that go across here are just like, almost like reminds me of Nantucket where they don't paint the cedar. Same kind of effect. Definitely got to do some work on these trim parts, some of it, and some of those storm windows are out of place, but those got to all be secured and then paint the window sashes and stuff. This time of year, could be done. Could be done. I suppose you do the sash and the thing as best you can. And then after that, we do the storm windows, maybe order those while the sash is being done so that the next level can be protect what you do. I don't know what this side looks like. This is going to be interesting. Again, this is the other side of the house. You look down the beach. And there's the signal rock there, that rock right there. When that rock starts getting covered, it's time to get off the island. There it is, that rock there. You can drive off the island as long as that rock is mostly, there's a certain point, you know, I don't know it, but they certainly know. Yeah, look at that. Those clapboards are really impressive surviving. Like, it's amazing. The trim's gonna be dealt with. That's gonna need some bond, do I expect up there. This one's had some beating. We did some stuff. We actually covered mine with aluminum, nailed it over and made like an aluminum shield over it and encased it because it was so bad. I don't know if this is gonna work out or not. You'd like to actually get a piece of aluminum manufactured and put on, but just saving it so it doesn't get worse might be the way you do now for the next person to get this right here. Yep, those are all savable. This is the worst part right here. This is the part that's going to take a little TLC to get that rolling. Good thing it's not so high. At least it's low, you know, on a big ladder. Up there's fine too. So this is the one part that's going to take some effort. Now let's go in the front. This is going to be interesting what this side looks like. Looks like power wash fill right here. Power wash that, repaint that. These are actually attached in place. These like wooden storm door covers. Protects a lot of, again, we got that over there. Got to deal with that so it doesn't cause bad rotting. Over here, it's on the one left here. Got to shield that so it doesn't get worse. At least encapsulate it with some, we'll figure it out. I think it's got to be done because another season of that, the more it gets disintegrated. Foundation is good. It's all stone. Again, here, this will probably be the one to get the most abuse. Let's see what this looks like. Sand that, paint that. Up here, this is not as bad, thank God. So that's not so hard to fix as the other one is. Looks bad. Now's the time to do it. Do it now so it doesn't get worse for next year, and then you really have problems. And up there, again, same thing. That's the part right now where it's in harm's way. Scrape that and paint it, and that'll go a long way to saving that detail of the house. That there's got to be filled with something. Squirrel hole, but that is savable. Don't wait too much longer. I mean, there's nothing covered, so now it's going to start rotting. Over here, same thing. This strong, airy, but you know what? Again, this can be painted and done this year now. That's the priority right there. That other part of the island is a waste of time. This is how you're going to save your house. The other place can last another year before we fix that one or whatever, who does. This stuff's got to be done immediately. Plus, it'll make the house look 100 times better in real fast time. You repaint all this trim here. This is all perfect. You'd be surprised. The house will look like it did. Power wash the decks. Paint them without whatever you got to do with it. This here can be left alone. You just gotta. That's pressure treated, so gotta cover this with something. Paint this. Paint this. It's not rotten yet. This is really important to fix this. It's coming like the front. Yep. Fix this. Paint that. Paint that. So it doesn't rot. This is all in good shape. You're lucky. In the front, it's all destroyed. This one's good. The front door is saved with this thing, so this can be saved. This is gonna be hit. Maybe if I come with Lee and I do this, if I help him for 4 days just doing these things. Up there's got a little issue there. But this stuff's got to be done. You fix this stuff now and you'll save the rest of the house. Once you start rotting and you don't want to be making whole new windows and stuff, this is an impossibility. And as we do it, we got to make sure these windows all have proper storms. Got to protect the inside of that stuff. But this is bad, but you know what? This is where we're at now, and this can be dealt with. If you don't deal with it, each one of these windows will be, you know, again, up there, just starting. Scrape this for a half a day, you know, you can do that one, and 2 windows a day, or maybe more. But that can be done. Now, up there, it's hard to get up there, but they look okay. They're not so bad. You can stick it out of the window, maybe. We gotta get a ladder. We need a couple pieces of scaffolding, maybe 3 of them. Climb out the window, go on the scaffolding. You don't have to worry about climbing it. You want to go out the window and be on the scaffolding, so it's less labor doing that. We need to get 3 of those scaffoldings, and that will save it a lot of effort of getting up and down. It would save a lot of time. Yep, this is intriguing. This looks, you know, this is the point. Got to be done. We got to tack all these windows here. All this trim is the utmost priority. Now we look at the deck up there. Any place where it's starting to rot below the deck, we got to hit that. But the windows are an absolute must. There's no doubt the windows are the first thing you do. Even if you don't get the deck this year, all these window cases and window trimmings are absolute must. No doubt whatsoever. Before anything else, clean the inside, get it livable. And then do this stuff outside to save it. Plus, it'll instantly make the outside of this house look better. When that's all done, boy, it'll make a big difference. Hi there. Now, this is a rough one here. That's getting the point. That could be saved, but that's the point where it's 2 more years of that, forget it. There's some trouble up there. And that trim right there, that edge right there is an issue got to be dealt with. This, of course, is going to take some time. That should be dealt with. Lay it flat, do this, fix it all completely, because this is saving the house. We want to keep that nice anyway. And over there's going to be done in this year, or else you're going to lose your casing. You'll be really screwed. Again, these have been saving the house. Let's make sure we get these painted right away. I can do these. We take these off, and I'll scrape them and paint these with Lee. We'll get those all restored right away, because they're in good shape to save right now. And they save the rest of the house, so we want those fixed immediately. And, of course, down here is the worst part, but you could cover that up just for the season and get that done right later on, just to keep the house from rotting. And see how it's going right in there, so we got to just protect this so it doesn't destroy the house. This is a serious problem here. But it's going to take a lot of work out. But the windows are easier. Somehow maybe we can seal it up for now. We're going to paint that there so it doesn't cause damage and rot in there. So that's going to be painted. Because right now it's intact. If you fix it and fix that stuff, it'll be intact for the next section of painting. If you don't do it, you'll end up with this. And when that happens, then you're going to fix all that stuff. It could be much worse. Just nipping this in the bud right now is going to save your decorative element of the house. And the expensive stuff to fix is this stuff. So this is cheap repairs right now to do that. Wait too long and you're going to lose it. This side isn't so bad compared to the other side. I thought this side has some problems. It really doesn't. Just got the one problem, the corner edge. But that's going to be done right there. It's all peeling off. Can't have that get ruined. If it gets ruined, then you're going to have to make a new tasting. It becomes a lot of work. And over there, that looks like a rotten place too. There's 2 spaces here that's got to be dealt with pretty aggressively. Probably do it inside the window. We got to get a scaffolding, like I said, that goes the height of that so you can climb out the window and work on that outside without going up ladders. Up and down ladders makes the crap out of you. Triple scaffolding. And you can do, put it widthwise. Yeah, to go both 2 windows at a time. So once you set it in place, you can do 2 of those windows at the same time. This would be safe. We should really pressurize this. Whatever happens, this happens. This is easy construction, so if you lose it, it's no big deal. You make another one. But we want to save that if we can. We should be painting that, of course. That's kind of thing I can do. I mean, I'm just... Of course, Lee might get a spray gun. Maybe we spray it. I don't know. I think there's batteries underneath there. Yes, there are. That's your battery. Your battery safe hold. Yep. That other shack he's going to fix? No. Spend all your effort restoring these windows. That little shack can stay exactly the way it is for another 2, 3, 4 years, whatever. That place is solid. You got to save this. That's my thoughts. Renting out a place. Who's going to get there? How are they going to get there? Save this. $20 an hour for Lee. It's even too cheap this way, but whatever. This is where you want to spend the fixing. And you'll thank yourself. And it'll look good, really. When that trim's all done, you'll be surprised. Yep. Go across the bottom here. That's got to be done, too. Power wash it and then just spray paint over it. Could bond that section over there, but you know what? Maybe just spray paint over it for now. Preserve what's there. It's only flat and square, so, but you definitely want it to rot. See, it's starting to rot in there. Before that goes in, you know, I'd like to fix it right and cut it out and do it, but, you know, we just want to get this stuff done as much as you can. You can always paint it now, then later on we cut it out and piece it in right for the rest of history. But right now, the most bang for your buck is do all the major pieces that are trimmy. Boy, I need 2 guys really. And I'm not so sure $20 an hour is enough for this kind of job. That should be $30 an hour just because. This job's going to save your house. You want your guy to be happy who's doing it. $20 an hour, 40 hours a week is, that's $800 a week, maybe 20 to 40. Place to live, feed him well. Maybe that works, I don't know. This kind of work is not no $20 an hour work though. You can't lose this guy because this place is gonna, if you don't fix this stuff, it's gotta be done. I wish I had no strings attached. I got something at home in my storage. If my storage is empty, I wouldn't mind coming up, but I gotta get my storage units empty. Quite a accomplishment to save this place. It's now August, whole month of August, some of September. A lot can be done in this place. We should get some sort of help to come here. Jesus, some sort of an underling. I'm glad I came today. I got my enjoy my video.